It is my honor to introduce the Vivian Webb School Valedictorian for the class of 2020, Sydney Wu. Out of 48 possible transcript grades, Sydney Wu has never earned less than a solid A on any of those, as in no A minuses. Arguably more impressively, 25 of those 48 transcript grades have been A pluses, 25. Furthermore, Sydney accomplished all of this in spite of taking one of the most rigorous schedules during her 4 years at Webb. In the classroom, Sydney's teachers remark that she has a prodigious intellect and is a force to be reckoned with, that she is genuinely always excited to learn new things, and that she doesn't wait for anyone to tell her what to do. She simply gets things done. In addition to her stellar performance in her Webb classes, Sydney has earned nearly perfect scores on her standardized tests and has also been the recipient of the Harvard Book Award, the Arthur E. Bailey Award in Biology, recognized as an AP Scholar and a Hefner Scholar, a member of the Cum Laude Society, and recently won the Getty Memorial Book Award in American Studies. If that wasn't enough, Webb isn't the only place that is impressed by Sydney's intellectual prowess. Sydney received the Americanism in Action Award from the Claremont Rotary Club in 2018, and her personal statement for Why Dartmouth was selected as this year's best essay out of nearly 2,500 early decision applicants to Dartmouth. Sydney's academic achievements have been nothing short of incredible. So you may be wondering, what else does Sydney do besides just her schoolwork? Well, let me tell you just a couple of the things that she's accomplished. In her 4 years at Webb, Sydney has been a class officer in student government all 4 years, including this year as the student government president, a captain and 4-year varsity member of the tennis team, a 4-year water polo player, a 4-year swim team member, admissions fellow, and a 3-year staff member of the Webb Canyon Chronicle, including this year as the editor-in-chief. Yet, while all these accolades make it seem like Sydney is all work and no play, nothing could be further from the truth. Sydney does this all while smiling, laughing at herself, and embracing the goofy side of life. A loyal friend to her peers, a trusted student to get things done by the faculty, and a welcoming sounding board to all students. Sydney's dedication to Webb's community has been unwavering, and we are all better for it. It is my great pleasure to present to you the VWS Class of 2020's Valedictorian, Sydney Wu.
Headmaster Stockdale, members of the school board, deans, teachers, parents, friends, and fellow graduates. As much as I wanted to share this moment with you in person, it is a tremendous honor to speak on behalf of our beloved VWS Class of 2020 in the only virtual commencement in Webb's nearly 100-year history. A few months ago, if you told me that I would be broadcasting our class's valedictorian address through a computer screen, I'd say you were crazy. But today, here we are, some of the 3.7 million high school seniors unable to walk the stage this school year due to COVID-19. Throughout our 4-year journey, we've had the opportunity to interact with the classes of 2017 to 2023, 7 generations of Webbies. Let's rewind to the summer of 2016, when we all share one commonality. Webb will soon become our home. Wherever we come from, we all feel nervous and scared that we will not fit in. However, slowly but surely, we gain more confidence in ourselves and in our talents. Some of us find our place within the Les Perret Gymnasium. Others of us find our place within the walls of Liu Chang Theater. Some thrive in the Raymond Alf Museum. Others spend their afternoons experimenting with science in the McCarthy Science Lab. Our freshman year is full of firsts. We plunge headfirst into the ocean during class retreats at San Onofre State Beach Campground and perfect the 2016 Mannequin Challenge in our peer advisory groups. We learn how to speak up in Harkness discussions and navigate the do's and don'ts of boarding school. After a month or so, we are thrown into the unbounded spirit of Webb with our Barstow Peccary trip, scavenging in the desert for fossils and sleeping under a breathtaking blanket of stars. We depart Crossroads for our first ever Webb target runs, attend our first off-campus high school dance on a yacht, learn how to perform polymerase chain reactions in evolutionary biology, and write our Chapel Talk finals in Hooper for composition. As sophomores, we trade fossils for Pokemon Go hunting, welcome 6 new members to our class, and camp out at Big Bear Lake. After we settle back at Webb, We battle the challenges of IPC, plan SATs, say farewell to first class and embrace Microsoft Outlook, and we explore the work of Webb alums during sophomore career night, and imagine if one day we will return to campus to present on our own jobs. We embark on our first unbounded adventures to scattered regions across the West Coast. When junior year rolls around, many of us welcome the new freshmen during orientation week and reminisce about our own carnival experiences. We choose classes that appeal to us, endure standardized testing, and embrace our upperclassmen privileges wholeheartedly. We witness the rise and the fall of the house system, the PAs get pied in the face, the dorm council collects yet another record-breaking number of toys, and ASB morphs into student government. Our differences may clash in chainmail, but we manage to turn our batch's outspoken nature into a joke on our class sweatshirts. In August of 2019, Senior Sunrise marks the beginning of the end of our high school careers. United, we all trek up Jim Hill, wrapped in fuzzy blankets, to take in panoramic views of Claremont before our last first day of high school. We gather to reflect on what our time at Webb means to us so far before the onslaught of college applications, AP classes, and crippling senioritis. However, as content as we are in that moment, none of us could predict the onslaught of challenges the world would tackle in the coming spring. Our class would share so many memories, nearly winning theme nights, sitting at the senior spot, and proofreading one another's college essays. But as seniors, we would also come face to face with our most daunting and unanticipated challenge yet, a global pandemic. Now let's zoom back to the present day. As the rain poured down on the class of 2020, that wet March day just 2 months ago, all of us scattered to our homes beyond Webb. We were devastated. Saying goodbye was abrupt and sad. Many of us didn't know when or if we'd see some of our classmates who lived halfway across the world. 4 years of tremendously hard work, hundreds of office hours and evening labs, early morning cramming sessions in the dining hall, Friday nights spent in the library, and for what? On the outside, we were cracking jokes about our PDF diplomas, but internally, we felt crushed because we had just lost our final months together, including our senior sports season, Yosemite, yearbook signing, ditch day, and final goodbyes. We returned the prom dresses we had already ordered and canceled post-grad trips abroad with our friends. And finally, we crossed off the idea of a 2020 formal graduation, walking across faculty field with our family in the audience on a bright, sunny day to collect a paper that would affirm our 4 years of hard work. But after our fair share of both triumphs and failures, rest assured that we will not be forgotten. In between stressing over tests together and wondering if our teachers would round us up, we were subconsciously cementing our legacy at Webb. It was in the simple moments of attending chapel, conversing at community dinner, petting puppies during Stressless Week, and nearly getting crushed by a giant inflatable earth ball during Webb Day that we learned what it truly means to be a Webb student. While haiku classes will be deleted and fade away, the memories we were able to impart on others will remain forever. Our random acts of kindness, leadership, and courage form the foundation of our legacy at Webb, which will trickle down the classes and every relationship we've cultivated on campus. One day, we will return to campus to walk the stage in graduation. Like you, I'm absolutely crushed that we missed out on many high school milestones that we looked forward to throughout our 4 years here. But COVID-19 has reminded us that our lives are far from the typical coming-of-age movie. The class of 2020 is adaptable. It is resilient and truly one of a kind. Our batch has remained strong in the face of unprecedented circumstances and will continue to remain tight as we all head off to college to begin the next chapter of our lives. Although we never received our chances at Webb Day Redemption, we've lifted each other's spirits in the toughest of times and cheered each other on in pursuit of achieving our amazing accomplishments. Our special class culture reflects our 4-year catchphrase, 2020, perfect vision, we're united, no division. We were born in the immediate wake of 9/11, grew up through the age of Musical.ly, Snapchat streaks, TikTok, and now Zoom, entered Webb during the midst of a divisive presidential election year, and on Saturday, we will graduate virtually in the midst of a global pandemic. In the words of J.K. Rowling, we do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. Class of 2020. As we step foot into the world beyond Webb, my dream is for us to become the next generation of changemakers. For so long, crossing faculty field for our high school graduation has seemed like the ultimate end goal, but I assure you it is just the beginning. I have witnessed the diversity of our future plans on the @RollCallWebb Instagram account and on the Webb Canyon Chronicles 2020 senior issue. We will use what we have gained at Webb to develop vaccines, pioneer successful startups, advocate for human rights, design sustainable technologies, pave the future for our collective world, and raise families of our own. We are the teachers, CEOs, mothers, doctors, lawyers, and artists of our generation. I am incredibly honored and humbled to be part of such an amazing class of young women, the movers and shakers of our respective industries, who will rise up in a time when the world needs us the most. All of our successes would not be possible without the fierce determination and leadership of our administrators and faculty. Thank you to our parents, grandparents, teachers, and advisors, the dining hall staff who prepare delicious chocolate chip cookies, the security guards who keep our campus safe and patrol for bears, the gardeners who meticulously tend to the 150 acres of land we have on campus, and the maintenance workers who fix our countless number of work orders. Thank you, coaches, for instilling the values of resilience, teamwork, and dedication, and teachers for adapting so quickly to an online platform in spite of limited time to prepare for such a tremendous shift in our realities. Our Webb journeys would not be complete without your tireless support and care for our class. You have all shaped and inspired us in the most positive way for what lies ahead. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, shout out to American Idea, every sunset brings the promise of a new dawn. This is just the beginning of our journey as lifelong Webbies. Sure, 2020 was supposed to be our year, but it still is. Wherever you are in the world, I challenge you to watch the sun set on May 30th and use it as a time of self-reflection and inspiration. During that surreal twilight hour, think of our class, the memories we have shared over the past 4 years, and the relationships we have formed. Stay curious, stay insightful, and remember that we are a class like no other. Webb will always hold a particularly fond place in our hearts. I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes of all time, a simple yet powerful line from American speaker Les Brown. Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you will still be among the stars. From sunrise to sunset, comet to eclipse, I'll know that I have found a permanent family of dreamers here at Webb. And as we part ways to our next adventures, I can't wait to see our class thrive and impart good on the world. Congratulations to us all. Thank you.